One of the most unexplored ways to boost your brand is actually to use speaking engagements, and this video is going to show you exactly why this is such a critical way to engage your customers and build your brand. So, why should you use speaking engagements to boost your brand? I'm going to give you 5 key reasons. Number one, increase your logo visibility. Speaking engagements give you a captive audience, and they will recognize your logo, and it will increase the power of your logo when they see it later on and will actually perhaps purchase one of your products. Secondly, it enhances credibility and trust. Speaking engagements put a human face to your product, and these two pieces, credibility and trust, help us really plant ourselves in the minds of the customers, if you will. And speaking engagements really help you do this. It gives you a personal touch. And most importantly, it gives you an opportunity to interact with your potential customers, talk to them about your products, answer questions, and get them excited about what you do. It's the best way to market your audience and to really give them a good sense of what you do and how it can impact their lives. So, how do you find conferences? There are 3 key ways to do it. Firstly, I recommend subscribing to influencer newsletters for conference announcements. What that means is find top influencers in your field. For example, in Salesforce, there are multiple people who I would consider influencers in the field. And what I do is I follow them, and often they will actually post in their newsletters or on their blogs about upcoming conferences. And I will actually reach out to them and see if I can talk to someone who is putting together the conference. So maybe I could be a speaker at that conference or a facilitator at that conference. Secondly, attend local meetups in your field, in your community. There are people who love to connect around things that they're passionate about. Join those meetings and learn more and boost your brand in that way. And thirdly, the tried and tested Google search. Use Google to keep up to date with upcoming conferences and see which conferences may be happening globally that you could build your audience around. So, one of the key questions people always ask me is, Warren, how do I leverage social media? So here's some tips. Firstly, share tips in the form of images which are relevant to your talk and entice people to come to the event. Really identify events where people can be really engaged with your content and that it really fits their niche and their needs. Secondly, track the hashtag for the conference on Twitter and interact with people already discussing the event. Reach out to them digitally. That's a huge way to really boost your brand and boost your expertise. Become friends with speakers who are speaking before you. You want them to promote your event also. In fact, those speakers should be leveraging your network, and you should, in the same way, leverage theirs. Ask them to host you on an upcoming podcast or share a tweet that mentions your brand and something about it. That's a huge way to reach different audiences. And finally, schedule a series of social media updates for the day of the event and tell people how great your talk will be and give them a good reason to attend your talk. So, here's another way in which you can boost your conference impact. Make custom cards, make things that people can take away with them that direct them towards your website, towards your blog, towards a purchase page, a landing page. Greet people at the door. This is an easy way to get eye-to-eye contact with people. Warm up the room during your talk. Make sure it's not bland and unexciting. Give it oomph, if you will. In South Africa, we call this gees. Give it some energy and really warm people up. And by doing so, it's also helpful to use people in the audience as examples. Make it personal. Make it something that people walk away feeling special about. And finally, hand out your business cards at the event. Make sure people are really connected to you and how to get hold of you and how to purchase your product. With all these in mind, you will enhance and engage your audience through speaking engagements. This is one of the most untapped ways that you can really boost your brand and increase sales.